Already started. Okay. It's officially 6:05 PM and we'll call a meeting to order. If Tobias, you would do the roll call.
Sure. Arstead.
Here.
Fire. Here. Osby.
Here. Okay. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Oh, that's Eric. Hello. Oh, I was saying the pledge allegiance. I'll put you on speaker. All right, we got Eric on speaker. So we did, we opened the meeting, we did the Pledge of Allegiance, just short, dear Lord, thanks for protecting us and hopefully you give us a safe holiday for everybody and appreciate everything you do. Amen. Now, a motion to approve the agenda.
So move.
Second. Don't you need an amendment
Huh?
for the executive session to notice the reason?
Oh, do we need to say that in the agenda?
Yeah.
Okay.
What was it, right, Mike?
I think we're gonna leave it.
Okay. Okay, no, I just.
Don't we need to go to one on, for payroll?
Yeah, no, but yeah,
That's
yeah,
already on there.
yeah, that's on there, but
Okay.
it was like yesterday. Okay, then, okay.
Yeah,
Arstead
that's fine.
moved. Okay.
Okay.
Shooty,
Shooty?
Arstead,
Aye.
Fire.
Declaration of conflicts of interest. I have nothing I know of that's on the agenda. Okay, nobody else?
This call will be recorded.
Oh,
Okay.
maybe you're
This
on.
call is no longer being recorded.
Oh, good, thank you. It must have went to my voicemail after I answered it, or before I answered. Okay. Need a motion to approve the meeting minutes of each one, or can we do them both together?
You know, both together unless you guys see any.
December 8th and December 22nd meetings.
What is on December 22nd?
That was a special
December
meeting.
12th, sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry,
It
my
said
bad.
December
Today's
8th.
December, that's,
Okay,
so then there.
so move to approve December 8 and 12.
Okay.
Minutes.
That would have been pretty good if I had those right here.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay,
And now, a meeting to approve the claims.
yeah, so the roll call in the meeting minutes.
Oh, you didn't do it? Okay.
Okay, Shooty,
Trudy?
Aye.
Harsted,
Aye.
Fire.
Now, a motion to approve the claims.
I'll second with a couple of questions.
Sure.
It comes, I mean, I see on claims again, we're paying JR for hauling snow.
Yeah,
We haven't had that much snow and we're gonna pay him almost $600 to haul snow.
mhm,
I hate that.
yeah,
Well, we can, tell them to stop. That was two snows that I drove around the cul-de-sacs. It was yes, maybe, no, maybe. But I don't disagree.
is that more than like just readjusting snow, are you clearing or removal operations?
I mean, things can be done in the practice of moving the snow, things can be done to mitigate snow in the cul-de-sacs. But, I mean, a simple fact of the matter is, it's one of the perks of living in a cul-de-sac. I
Mm-hmm,
mean, you go into Sioux Falls, they're not trucking snow out of cul-de-sacs in Sioux Falls. They're not doing it in Hartford,
okay,
you know,
okay.
Well, I say we, and hold off unless it gets to be a safety issue, right? It wasn't when I drove around, but people had room.
Okay.
So we'll get that, along to Chad, so he knows. Anything else on the claims you see? Okay,
Okay.
second,
Both Mike, Alan.
I move to approve Mike seconding it.
Okay.
We just need to vote.
So, okay, vote. Shooty,
Aye.
Harsted,
Aye.
Bar.
Aye.
okay. Approval of the consent calendar items.
Move to approve with a question.
Okay.
Is there a second?
Yep, second.
Okay.
Okay, I'll,
The,
before you vote,
the release on the water, I mean, I assume that's just because we don't have water out there.
yeah,
Aren't they a customer already? I'm
no,
confused.
it's to continue as it is, but because we annexed it in, now they have to ask to, but what
What about the rest then?
So, oh, okay, I'll let you finish.
what
your
I
thought.
checked on was, once we put a meter pit out there, then we'd have to pay out, community water on their municipal water on what infrastructure they have in, and then we can meter it and sell it. So it's either wait when the construction's being done this summer on putting the road and stuff in, and maybe having that contractor put a meter pit in, but I think it's something we'd wanna know how much MCWC wants to be paid to take over the infrastructure they've had in for 20 years, plus years.
How advantageous is it for us to even do that?
Well, I don't know what the ready mix plant uses, but it's a big user.
So, I mean, they use about 80,000 gallons on peak days.
A day?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So,
so there's some potential
I-
money to be made, but I think we need,
so-
to let them go as is and do some more, due diligence on it.
So we have the territory agreement with MCWC, so it's just an interim until the city can service the area out there, which is years down the line, so they require, and they're just doing it on their end, and as Butch has said, once the city assumes all the water services, we have to satisfy the debt that's held with each customer, which each of the annexing party has agreed to pay us back. That's like the buyout we have to do, but there are a variety of issues there, or items to really review. I mean, one is the actual pipe in the ground. It might be undersized, right, 4 inch or so, wasn't that it?
Well,
I mean, it's,
obviously, once we get, 10 or inch line or 12-inch out there, what's already in the ground out there may or may not be enough volume.
Well, like currently the city itself, aren't we at like 125,000 a day?
no, 400,000+ gallons a day. We have like a minimum daily quantity based on, I think, gallons per minute, which I think is 60.
We're 400,000 a day?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we have peak days where we go over 100,000 on our gallons. Yeah, we have minimum, yeah.
But
Hold on.
you're worth 400,
Daily usage of water from MCWC.
not 400,000 a day.
That's so 420,000.
Wow.
In a day.
That's the maximum capacity that we've signed up for years ago. That's what we're always.
No, but what are we actually using?
At most
Like-
150,
I was gonna say, I
170.
thought we were like a 125.
No, yeah, I mean, on a really high day.
I mean, so.
Okay, I was like, oh, man.
My only concern there is, if they're an 80,000 a day user,
Mhm.
I mean, they're not to us, but that's almost doubling what we do with MCWC, is that in our best interest?
In our agreement with MCWC, I thought had plenty,
So we have the room, obviously, though you make a fair point, it's 80,000 gallons, and this is just a new service, right, to the new location. So I mean, at the end of the day, that's probably a decision you have to make as council, but then also, that's why you do the Dakota main stem right now, because a lot of the rural water systems it's gonna be more of a consortium kind of purchasing water and what the needs are. I think this, in the more near future, the bigger impact would be if you ever add other substantial water customers to it that could eat into that, our, daily quantity that is guaranteed to hundreds of thousands of gallons, which really depends on how it develops out there, what comes out there. I know that was another discussion, I think, with the truck stop, right, Butch? I mean.
they're not a big
Yeah,
user.
but they're,
Like,
that's
when
why,
we met with MCWC, they said the line they have there was plenty because they're not gonna have a car wash, or
Yeah.
truck wash. That was specifically in the wording with the city of Sioux Falls on their conditions to put water line in for now.
yeah.
So they wouldn't be like, I don't know what, but I think we just need, do the release and then figure out, we probably need to figure out by, August, September, October, what we want to do there, because if they're out there putting that street in and infrastructure, we want something done, it's right up in that corner. So I can get ahold of MCWC and, start getting some, info on it, but we've got time. This right now is a courtesy of them because we annexed it in. So is there, we had a motion and a second, I think, then we went to discussion, so roll call vote.
Shooty,
Eric?
Harstead,
Aye.
Fire.
Aye.
Okay, opening comments. Nobody is here. Old business, no public hearings. Nobody here to explain anything on our street project where we told people to come. Old business, second reading of ordinance 370. I'm gonna back up just a minute on this. This credit card deal
Yeah.
is, what is are we getting a new provider of a credit card or?
So remember when all these card companies got sued because they charged obscene fees for running their cards?
Yeah,
These are all like lawsuits at the federal level where we have our payment processor who ran these cards that we're entitled to a portion of a settlement. This happened for Visa, MasterCard, and Discover. So now we have to fill out this form that's provided by the court or that we could get whatever small fraction of an amount once they give it to us, if they ever do. I mean, it's just
okay.
more of a formality thing.
So a second reading of ordinance 370. An ordinance of the city of Crooks, South Dakota, amending the municipal code of the city of Crooks by amending Title 7 Public Nuisances, Chapter 7.05, Trees, Shrubs, Noxious Weeds, and Other Vegetation, Section 7.0503, Duties of Property Owners. We need a motion on that.
That's the amended one.
Yep, because it was substantial amendments, so we have to do a,
Yeah, on the 12 feet.
yep.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Roll call.
Shooty,
Okay.
Arstead,
Aye.
Fire.
Aye.
Okay. This This is municipal code of the city of Crooks by amending Title 70. So this is ordinance number 371, an ordinance of the city of Crooks, South Dakota, providing for a 2025 supplemental appropriations. This is to finish the year out.
Move to approve.
Second.
Roll call.
Shooty,
Get that fly.
Aye.
Arstead,
Aye.
Fire,
Aye.
Oh, where'd my 371 go? I just read that. Okay. Now, new business, resolution 2025-45 is a resolution of the city of Crooks, Council of Crooks, South Dakota, transferring spending authority from the contingency function to meet the obligation of the city for 2025. Need a motion?
yeah.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Roll call.
Shooty,
Aye.
Arstead,
Aye.
Fire,
Aye.
Okay, now we're down to, what we talked about at last meeting was the electrical upgrade, and Builders Electric didn't give us a bid on if we use our old conduit and just pull the new wires through it. So there's their new bid, base bid. And then they have the add-in, if they have to trench in new conduit to existing pump house panel, if not able to fish through existing so that's still, I mean, it's cheaper than electric, but I don't know what stops them from saying we can't pull it through the old stuff.
So who's vote we approve?
I mean, the only question I ever had was, I mean, if we can use the old conduit, there's really no reason not to. But if we can't, then just replacing it. So, I mean,
Yeah, well, according to this, then Builders Electric was 2,405 and electric was 2,665 for pulling it through the old conduit.
and they would consult with us before doing the other, if they, I mean, if this says if they're not able to fish it through.
yeah, they would let us know, I mean, they're
I
all,
make a motion to go with Builders Electric.
I'll second
Roll call.
what's that, Arstead, Fire. Builders for fishing, okay, Shooty,
Aye.
Arstead,
Aye.
Fire,
it. Aye.
Next one is a motion to approve, personnel position descriptions and authorization. And, so it's all, job descriptions and duties. And, I don't have to read them all. do I?
No, this is just like, so we're doing this for the auditors, because they're like, oh, you don't adopt these job descriptions regularly, which we do. We review them on an annual basis and on the interim. This is just so you guys can, okay, they're fine, and you can revise them, just need a motion, so we have it on the books.
Move to approve.
Second.
Okay, motion,
Yeah.
oh, roll call.
Shooty,
Aye.
Arstead,
Aye.
Fire,
Aye.
Motion to designate U.S. Bank as a depository for funds for the city of Crooks.
Is this in addition to?
yeah, this is kind of a saga here. The reason why we have to do this is because of the next item, which, so can we get this done, then we can segue into the next one, because then this first one makes sense, or I can talk about both now, however you guys want to do it.
Why don't you talk about both?
Okay, so by state law, we have to designate depositories for funds for the city of Crooks, and they have to have a physical presence. Now, Remember that letter of credit that Northern Natural asked for?
Yeah.
Turns out our bank doesn't have the Moody's A- or Finch credit rating. So they have now suggested to do a joinder and master escrow agreement between us, between them, the U.S. Bank and us. And U.S. Bank is the depository where the money goes into the escrow. Now, we read through this lengthy 18-page thing today, and Patrick and I have been going back and forth. They want this done by 12/30. That's unlikely to happen. What they want us to do, because of the interim rate case, they want us to transfer $119,325 into an account, this escrow account, which that escrow account, then U.S. Bank invests that money into a mutual fund, but there are some provisions in here that may be in conflict with state law. So the reason I'm asking to open also a bank account at U.S. Bank is because we could, in theory, open one at the local bank, have them drop the letter of credit because they have the credit rating, rather than put it into the other account. I know, but it's because of the rate case, because then if, my fear is this: if they say we're in breach of contract, well, that'd be less than ideal. And this is, I've been running after them to say, hey, what do we need to do? What do we need to do? And they finally came through with this last week. They sent me the paperwork. Because the interim financials don't work. I'm going to talk to the auditors going forward. Hey, get our audit done right away so we don't have this issue. Because now you have essentially $119,325 tied up.
Interest bearing.
Yeah, interest bearing, but the joinder thing is where they can invest it in a mutual fund. And if you read through the agreement, you can lose your principal.
Oh,
So the thing is, when we invest as a city, we cannot lose our principal. Like, that's why we put it in money markets. Like, even the dividend, once we only get a penny a month, is like, we can't lose. Like, and then also the account usually has to be collateralized dollar for dollar. And the investment that they're investing in is not collateralized. It's not FDIC insured. And we just, I mean, this is, and there are many details that need to be worked out on this agreement but right now I just need a motion to authorize U.S. Bank as a depository, and then potentially the authority to open an account and deposit the money in there if this joinder agreement doesn't work. And also, yeah.
and Patrick has talked to you about it too.
Yeah, so I mean, we went back and forth today on the joinder and master escrow agreement because, because it's incredibly lengthy, and also to understand what we're signing, I mean, or what they actually want from us.
And we, picked U.S. Bank because our bank doesn't meet the Moody rating on
Correct.
credit, and U.S. Bank is the bank for Northern Natural,
Mm-hmm.
so it makes sense to use them as
Yeah, so we would have to designate this bank, either way, in my understanding, as depository, because we're depositing money in an escrow account down there. So we have to have that motion on the table either way. The joinder agreement is a separate agreement where essentially we're agreeing to the escrow terms. But I'd prefer to avoid the escrow account if we can just I'm not saying this is ideal, open an account at U.S. Bank, give them a check, go drop the letter of credit now in this account. Northern Natural, here's the letter of credit. Because of the time sensitivity of this, I'm trying to figure out how to ensure we can get this done without Northern saying you're in breach of contract because you haven't gotten this done by 12/30.
yeah, we don't want to lose that.
You know, because the joinder agreement they want in place by 12/30, so they want us to wire the money the day this thing gets signed to U.S. Bank, and then U.S. Bank can invest it, and then that's where the other questions come in. The account's not collateralized because it goes into some mutual fund investments, but it's not, read through it. It's a doozy of an agreement, and there's just some concerns there. I mean, the biggest one obviously is the investment. You know,
They can invest
yeah,
in other things that South Dakota law doesn't let you do, is that?
yeah. So essentially, yeah. So what U.S. Bank can do, they invested in the Schedule whatever mutual fund, which is First American Automatic Money Market Investment. However, when you look in there, there's some critical things in there, nor are they insured by the Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation, the Federal Reserve Board, or any other agency. An investment in the funds involves investment risk, including possible loss of principal. And then it says something about prospectus being provided. None of this has happened. Like this is, like I said, we got this on the 18th. This is 4 or 5 days. We've had it on the desk, like reading through this, and it's like this would be less of an issue if they would just leave it in a whatever interest-bearing account. But that's not how this is structured. And if you remember our contracts we signed with them, the precedent agreement, it takes months for them to come to terms because they won't change it. And my best guess is they will not change any terms here on this agreement because, well, wait there.
Do we know if Garrettson and Humboldt are doing this?
I asked Bill Lindley, is like, how come we are being required to provide this and the others don't? He hasn't, is gonna follow up with them. The assumption is they have way less capacity, way less exposure. We have 6-figure exposure in a month. They don't. That's where it comes from. And, yeah.
All right, so to start with, I'll make a motion to designate US Bank as a depository of funds for the city.
Okay.
Second.
Roll call vote?
Shooty,
Aye.
Arstead,
Aye.
Fire.
Aye.
Okay, and another motion.
So make a motion to approve the, whatever it says here, the master escrow agreement.
With contingency that attorney has to approve, and then upon that, signing the agreement and wiring the money if we have to.
Yes.
Second.
Roll call vote?
Shooty,
Aye.
Arstead,
Aye.
Fire.
Aye.
Okay, now we need a motion to transfer $6,228.91 from TIF number 2, which is the one over here on the Casey's side of the road, and put that money into sewer fund.
Move to
Because-
approve.
That's where our money's coming from.
Second.
Roll call vote.
Shooty,
Aye.
Arstead,
Aye.
Fire.
Aye.
And now, a motion to authorize 2026 disbursement of contract for deed payment of $62,930 payable to Michael Moore and John Moore. So you're doing this so you can pay it in January? Is that what?
Yeah, because it's due on the 15th, and we have a meeting on the 12th, but this way we can cut them the check and the official motion's on the book.
And that leaves
One more.
one
payment.
more after that?
Move to approve.
Second.
Roll call.
Shooty,
Aye.
Arstead,
Aye.
Fire.
Aye.
And now a motion to go into executive session.
Move.
Second.
Roll call.
Shooty,
Aye.
Arstead,
Aye.
Fire.
Aye.
Okay, no one say anything. We need to turn off the camera.
It is 6:34 PM. Turn my mic off.